Okay. I hope you can see me clearly and you can hear me clearly. My YouTube channel is having a little bit of challenge, but I hope you can hang up with me. I think even if my YouTube will not cooperate as much as we would love it to cooperate, I think I can send the other video. I try to do my best to balance the two, but my YouTube channel is a little bit, I think the video, I wanted to make the screen I wanted to do my screen quite big so that you can see me, and I hope that you can see me now. I think my screen is quite clear now. We get started anyway, and I'm so happy for you to join me on board to this house of inspirations. And today I think I want us to do some baking. I want to bake, I think I'll start with some, should we start with the carrot cake or should we start with the chocolate cake? But because I love chocolate, let us start with chocolate cake because it is the one like it is ready. Here I have baking butter, and our seller are very good that they have put the measurements. Like I'm using 200 grams. So there is a line here. There is a line here which is marked with 50 grams each. So I'm going to count 450s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 50s. Then I'm going to cut in the middle. Then I'm going to use, when you look at this cooking pot, it have a sharp edge here, which means that this is for making soup. It's I know these things are coming at Africa now as a second hand, and you may wonder why the shape of this cooking pot is a little bit loud here at the edge, but it is to help you to be able to pour your liquids, whatever liquid, milk, soup, to be able to pour without any problem. So somebody note that one. Now we are going to warm our butter, and then we need 4 eggs. I have my house assistant here, and I think he's the one I'm going to use him for today. This one you bought it as a set the way it is. It's a whipping machine to help you to whip instead of whipping with your hands. May get tired. I don't like whipping. In fact, it is one of my challenge. I don't like whipping things. So I bought this one to ease my whipping. So yes, and then we are going to put it in the press. Then we are going to lift it. Then we need 4 eggs. So we are going to make 4 eggs. Eggs, enough to go. time, let me give you some free advice. Every time you see baking, where you are baking with egg and you're going to add sugar, one thing you should be very, very, very sure of is that egg, the first step, that is like, is a ground rolls. Oh, I forgot to remove my dustbin. I have to get my dustbin. One of the rules that you should know when you are, this is my dustbin. I know you have seen this dustbin before. This is how our dustbin look like. So our dustbin are that kind of, this, by the time when you fill it to the line, there you should throw it. I say dustbin, it's not a dustbin. It's where you throw the food leftovers, dustbin. And I think I forgot to get my sugar, so let me use the sugar that I have closer to me. I was saying like this. Every time you see, you use egg and you are using, every time you are baking with egg plus sugar, those should be the first ingredient that you should whip before even putting the butter. This is 50 deciliters, it's not 100. This is 50 deciliters, so I'm going to put, because me I said that, and chocolate is a little bit bitter, so I am going to put the full amount, 2 deciliters, because this is 50, we are going to put the 4 of them. And then I am going to let this machine help me to do the work. So I'm going to lower it, and because I don't want you to hear a lot of noise, so I am going to put it on. Machine is done. Now we can leave the whole issue. And we're gonna use these. We're gonna check whether the ingredients are well mixed. Yes, they are. Then the next step we should do, even before we add the butter, you should prepare the other ingredients, the dry ingredients, as we can call it. So we are going to prepare the dry ingredients. And our dry ingredients, me when I cook, my kitchen is full of things. That is the only problem that I have. When I'm cooking, everything is here with me. I don't like rushing to and fro to get things. So I have my frying these, and of course we need some, do you call it kakao? You see, you pronounce C, we pronounce K. So ours is kakao. I don't know, well, in English it's cocoa. Is it cocoa? I don't know. And I'm going to put 100 ml. And I always say, when you are pouring these dry ingredients like flour and cacao, it is good to use a seal, because have you noticed once that when you bake, your cake is having some bubbles? It's because you do not remove the air in the ingredients which are dry. So that's why I always use the seal to make sure that I remove the air between the dry ingredients to avoid my cake having some bubbles. And then I'm going to, these are flour, the normal flour, white flour. This is I use 100 ml of cacao. I like repeating myself. And then I'm going to use 2 deciliter of what do you call, baking flour. And there are some people, when they are scooping, when they are taking they may be taking cacao or they may be taking flour. Their measurement is not accurate because it depends on how you scoop. Some people, they intend to scoop, so it gets much, like when it's 50, to some people they are 50, might be 70. Because it depends on how you scoop. You should do it lightly. You know, there are some people, they scoop like, they use a lot of force. So it's like, and when you try, like, when you use a lot of force, you scoop a lot of flour than it is supposed to be, actually. But you will not notice. You notice when your baking will not have accurate. It might, they tend to be a little bit dry because you didn't use the accurate baking measurements. So that is how it is, and it had some other. So what I'm going to do, this is my cacao. This is my now with these dry ingredients, I came with this because I wanted to tell you something about carrots, but we can take it afterwards. So we are going to pour these ingredients here, the cacao and the maize flour. We transfer them to the to where we have eggs, and remember we have whipped egg first with the sugar. It is very important when you are using egg and you are using baking, when you are baking with egg and sugar, this should be the main, like, if you don't want to mess up, you should whip always egg and sugar first before even you put the butter. Then I'm going to return. I'm going to start that one again to mix the ingredients. Check and see whether oh, very good. I'm checking, I'm trying to mix it accurately before. And by the way, we should not forget to put some salt, just a little of it. Yeah, welcome. Now we are going to do now I've put my chocolate here on top of my cake. Now my cake is complete, is ready. What I'm going to do is icing. So I'm going to spread my chocolate on this cake. And because I have a son who does not like chocolate in baking, I'm going to leave part of this cake without chocolate. You can put as much. I think we can add some more. We can add some more chocolate. Should we put some more? Let's put some more chocolate. I wanted to decorate the whole, but I remember my son, maybe you have to taste the cake I have to taste it before I decide whether I'm going to put the whole of it, because he does not like when it comes to baking with chocolate. Is a little bit, not everybody who love everything. Oh. Oh. This is how good it is. So one side is chocolate, and then we are going to decorate with the berries. And then we are going to decorate with some berries. I read the other side because one of my sons is like, he does not like chocolate in baking. He can eat chocolate, but when it's come to baking with chocolate, he does not love it at all. From now until winter come, we are going to, there are so many things that we are going to enjoy here from nature. These berries, I picked them in the forest. And then I just made them ready, and so I left that. I have to leave that cake, that part, because of my son. So that is our chocolate cake. I hope somebody you can see it. If you want, you can go ahead and put you can even put some what do you call it, the whipped milk. You can put it on top, like, what I mean, when you are eating, when you take a piece, you can put on your plates, you can add whipped milk on top of your cake piece. So that is all that we have for today. So I had to leave it that way because of my son. Bye bye for now.